Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl. And over here I like to focus on all things vinyl, sublimation, and screen printing. I don't focus on perfection because without mistakes, how else are you supposed to learn anything? I have over 15 years of professional experience, if you like to call it that. So you might see things done a little bit differently than what you're used to seeing them. I also have epilepsy, so words can be extremely difficult. Yes, extremely difficult. And also during the tutorial portion, if there's a tutorial portion, I might edit out the wrong thing or leave in the wrong thing. So please, please, please be forgiving. Also, I am extremely honest when it comes to affiliate links or things being sent to me for free. So if that sounds like something you're into, then please stay a while and think about joining the Cuttin Corners family. If not, then you may want to buzz on because my honeybees have a real sting to them. So today I'm going to go over my 10 favorite places to purchase sublimation blanks. I get asked this question all the time, and I figured I might make a compiled list of it. Now, if you hear any strange grunting, chewing, that kind of sounds, or squeaking, I have puppies. Two big puppies that are only about 6 months old. They might make an appearance because they like to jump up on my chair, or you might see me make awful faces because they're always around, or if you hear clinking. And then I have a 10-year-old Chihuahua. So I love dogs. I rescue dogs. They are my life, other than my kids. And they're always around. So I think I already said that. I may not have. But I compiled a list of my favorite places and I'll kind of go over the reason why. But yeah, let's kind of jump into this. Okie dokie. Now, again, whenever my brain starts really acting up, I don't edit this out because it is important to normalize these things because there's a lot of people who deal with issues like this. Now, it's not always epilepsy, but there's a lot of other things going on. And people need to understand that, not everybody's the same. And it's, again, important for it to be seen. If you see me close my eyes a lot, part of it is the studio lights do bother me quite a bit. But I don't turn them off because, again, people don't watch the videos whenever there's bad lighting. That's part of it. I'm going to go from like my least favorite to my favorite. Now, some of these are online, and I will be honest, because I can't drive right now, I'm not cleared to drive. At this point, I don't know when I will be cleared to drive, and with more of the issues that I've got going on lately, I don't really go in public a whole lot at this point. That almost all of the last few, I typically don't buy from a whole lot right now at this point. So there's that. But I have bought blanks from them before. I didn't take and do... I didn't take and choose places that were wholesale only because there's a lot of people that do watch me that don't have businesses and don't have tax IDs. So I chose places that you could buy from when you don't have a tax ID. So hopefully that makes sense. If you do want a list of places that you have to have a tax ID to buy from, let me know. Now, some of these places you can buy from and do it with a tax ID, so that's good. But this is a mixture, like these are places that you can buy from with both. But most of these are just like general retailers. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, sublimation's popular. I love doing sublimation. I like playing with all kinds of different things, as far as the crafting / business world goes. I like things that you can kind of double up on, that you can either make as gifts or you can sell. That's kind of where my head's at right now. And I also like things that you can do like one off of, but I also like things that you can make like in bulk. to be able to sell, if that makes sense. So let's start off with number 10 is going to be Hobby Lobby. Now, the reason why Hobby Lobbies last is because, one, their sale, the way that they do their sales is they rotate them out, which is fine. So that part's not that bad. But I do feel like they've kind of changed their store selection, where it's not as much crafting and it's a whole lot more home decor. So their blank selection I don't feel like is as good as it used to be. And then they got rid of their 40% off coupon, which is kind of a pain in the hiney. So that's why it's like my least favorite. I don't even know what he's chewing on now. Y'all probably can hear that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Hobby Lobby is my least favorite, but sometimes you can find some pretty cool stuff in there that you can use as a sublimation blank. I also like using Hobby Lobby to get wood pieces to be able to sublimate on. And I am going to do some tutorials for sublimating on wood, just so you know, coming up really soon. As long as everything works out. I have like so many videos planned out. I'm so far behind on things though because of how many days I've been sick. Hopefully I will be able to catch up. Number 9 is Joann's. And part of the reason why I choose Joann's over Hobby Lobby is because of their fabric selection. Because they have a lot better selection of polyester fabric. Hence, because they're a fabric store. Sorry, try not to get distracted. I went to Target this weekend. My ears are ringing. Went to Target this weekend, off on a tangent, and they have those barkable toys, and they had a giant squeezy, like it looked like the honey bear honey things, and I had to get that for Honey, and I bet you that's what he's chewing on because it's loud. And I think that one they actually gutted. Normally the rebarkable toys or barkable bark box, whatever they are. He's walking away now. But yeah, those they typically don't gut, but I think he's gutting that one. And it's loud. But yeah, Joann typically has a great selection of polyester fabric that you can choose. And I always recommend, especially if you're doing like a converted printer, taking and printing a Pantone chart and pressing it onto polyester fabric, so that way you can always test to see if your printer is printing correctly. That is a great tip if you're ever wondering. Now, next up would definitely be Michaels. Michaels has a better, because they have like actual sublimation blanks. Now, I don't think that they're always the best quality sublimation blanks, but one thing that's great about Michaels is they have that 99-cent or $2 selection stuff. Now, I don't know if they still have as big of a selection, but every time I've went to Michaels, they've always had that, which is great for sublimating on, because you can use like your laminating material, your vinyls, your heat press vinyls to make stuff with that. That is great. And those are inexpensive, like if you need to make classroom gifts, those types of things. So I definitely feel like Michaels has a better selection of things to sublimate on. Next up would definitely be Walmart, and Walmart is my least favorite of like the department stores. Or is it a department store? I don't even know what he's barking at. He's got a big dog bark and he gets scared. Walmart is like my least favorite chain grocery department store, whatever. I loathe going to Walmart. If I have to order groceries from Walmart, I get on like curbside. But whenever you need to go look for seasonal items and things like that, Walmart does typically have a decent craft selection for things. Bubba, no one's coming to get you. No one's gonna come get you in this house. I promise you. I swear to goodness. But Walmart does typically have a better selection than some. Typically pretty inexpensive. I swear. And Shadow. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Bubba. Anyways, see, he's a big scaredy cat. But yeah, Walmart typically has a good selection of like crafting items and things like that. And you can find blank wood pieces. They have fabric. And Walmart's good because you can typically find them everywhere, which makes it easily accessible for a lot of people, which I do think is important because you may not always be able to find a Hobby Lobby, a Michael's, a Joann's, which is something you have to think about for the masses. Now, next up would definitely be Target. So Target definitely falls in the number 6 category because their dollar spot I definitely think is it the bullseye? The bullseye spot. I have found some really great things. I do think that can be a little bit on the pricier side than some of the crafting stuff at like Walmart or even Michael's. I do think that some of it's cute, but sometimes I do think that it is overly decorated. I do think that Target sometimes tries too hard with their stuff. Hopefully, if that makes sense. I do think that even in their craft section, I wish that they had a bigger selection of crafting stuff other than just Cricut. And again, some of their blank items in their crafting section is a little bit overpriced, but they do have some basics that you can go get there that is easier to find. Now, my love of local finds for crafting supplies. This is my favorite. If you're going to go search in stores, definitely Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, hands down, the best place to find blanks is Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree. That's why it was saved for last. Dollar Tree is number 5 on where to, then in store is definitely Dollar Tree. If you're going to go find local, Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree would probably be like, if I could drive, Dollar Tree would probably be number 3 on my list. Honestly. If not higher. Especially depending on what you're wanting to do. It might even rank higher than that. Because they've got blank wood. They've got, which is great. They've got different types of like fabrics, things like that. And yeah, they would probably rank in, they would probably still rank about where they're ranked now, because they don't really have a lot of blank shirts. They don't have a lot of blank bags and things like that, but the selection of different craftable wood items, picture frames, that type of thing, Dollar Tree is definitely top tier as far as that kind of stuff goes. One of the biggest issues that I have with Dollar Tree is their selection isn't consistent from store to store, which is kind of terrible. You can order online sometimes, but you have to buy a lot at one time. So that's kind of hard, because why do I always need like 3 dozen anchor picture frames? You know what I mean? Or 10 dozen elves. But again, on affordability, Dollar Tree is great. So they're definitely one that I love for that. So, I mean, honestly, if I, thinking about my list, it would probably be, if I wanted to rearrange it, it would probably be Dollar Tree and then Michael's. So, actually, Dollar Tree would be number 5 and Michael's would be number 6. when I wrote my list, I was thinking about things and, accessibility. But honestly, I would buy more blanks at Michael's than I would be at Target. It's just Target's closer than Michael's is for me. But honestly, I order more blanks online from the next one, which would be Jiffy Shirts. And this is for blank shirts. So blank shirts would be from Jiffy Shirts. Now, Jiffy Shirts isn't where I order most of my blank shirts from, but they're great for the everyday consumer who doesn't have a tax ID. They sell Bella and Canvas, they sell Gildan, and if you're looking for like shirts to bleach, you can get like the Gildan or the Bella and Canvas that have the 65 cotton or the 65 polyester, 35 cotton, which are like the heathered shirts that you can bleach. They have a great selection. So Jiffy Shirts is great for blank t-shirts, hands down. Which shirts are always popular. I make a lot of shirts. That's why they rank right up there. Who doesn't love a good t-shirt, good sweatshirt? And they're accessible for anyone. So that would be my number 4. Then my tried and true, Amazon. I love Amazon. Amazon is where I order so much stuff from. I don't know what he's doing. Honey's just a very laid-back, chill dog. Shadow's always by my side, but he's definitely always around all over the place. But Amazon, because I can find everything on Amazon, and I don't want to have to sit there and hunt everything down and search and search and search. My brain just doesn't have the capacity to do all that right now. Normally, I am like an online or in-store shopper where I'm like, yes, let's go hunt for everything. I just don't have the energy to do that. On Amazon, I can go and look, and I can find what I need, and it's easy. But yeah, but you do have to be careful on Amazon, like when you're looking at sublimation blanks, because not everything that's on Amazon that says sublimation is actually sublimation. Just so you know. Look at reviews. It kind of sucks. And also, not all sublimation blanks are created equal. And honestly, when I order sublimation blanks off of Amazon, it's not actually the stuff that says sublimation. It's like for wood signs and stuff like that. If I'm actually wanting to order actual sublimation blanks, it's for the next 2 places. I don't trust stuff that has a sublimation coating from Amazon, let me tell you. I'm just being 100%. Now, the next 2 places that I'm going to talk about, I do have an affiliate link with. I'm going to keep it 100%, and that is not why I use them. I have used them both for many years, and that's why I have an affiliate link with them. The next place, which is Heat Press Nation, I don't order as many sublimation blanks from, because the sublimation blanks from them you have to order in bigger quantities, and I don't sell anymore. So that's why I don't order as many sublimation blanks. They have great quality sublimation blanks. Great quality sublimation blanks. I trust all their sublimation blanks. They've got cups, they've got tumbler, they got all kinds of different stuff. Everything that you could possibly need. But again, I don't need a case of tumblers. I don't need a case of coffee mugs. So I don't order as much as I used to. But my number 1 place to order sublimation blanks from is Condi. I do order from them. I just got a big box of stuff in from them a couple of days ago, because most of their stuff I can order 1 item from, or like a pack of 10. Certain things, like I ordered, what was it, puzzles? I think it was puzzles, where I had to order 10, but 10 is not as big of a deal as ordering like 50 or 24. And it was ordering 10 of them. It wasn't like super expensive to order 10 of them. if that makes sense. And another good thing I love about Condi, and as I said, I've been ordering from Condi for I think like 15 years now. When you purchase an item from them, you can download a template. So it tells you exactly what size to make the your print for it, which is great. So like if I'm going to make a tumbler, you can download the template and it tells you what size to make your design. It's lovely. Or a koozie or an apron. And part of the thing is, I don't think people realize all the different things that you can actually make, or all the different blings that there are actually options for, because people only see like this small of the spectrum whenever there's like this much available, because there's a whole lot more options out there than what you think. There's a whole lot more options. But yeah, and like there's, for Condi, there's quantity discounts and things like that. Heat Press Nation, they have more than one location, so you can actually, like, depending on where you're ordering from, you can get it quicker. So there's different things like that. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for and what you're wanting to purchase. But for actual sublimation blanks, Condi and Heat Press Nation would be my actual recommendation. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Again, this isn't me trying to talk you into using my affiliate link or anything like that. I don't ever do that. You can use whatever link you want. You don't have to purchase from them. But again, they're high quality blanks. And even if you don't purchase from them, go take a look at all the different things that you can actually sublimate on, because I don't think people realize all the different options that are actually out there, because there's some really cool stuff, like really cool stuff, and they are linked in the description box. Just go take a look. What else was I gonna say? Brain just went woo. Again, my brain does that. But yeah, as I said, there's some really neat options out there, but they also have like different tools and things like that that I don't think people realize that are out there, like different paddings, things like that, to make it easier to sublimate on things. Just to let you know. I do have like some different things that I've ordered, hopefully, that I will be able to sublimate on soon. I have some test results coming up hopefully soon that will give me some answers. I've got more doctor's appointments and some more testing coming up. I'm trying to get to feel better, y'all. I'm trying to get as many answers. I'm fighting for it, y'all. I want to get back to normal, or as normal as I can. Hopefully y'all like this video. I'm working on some art. I do plan on doing some more art videos. Got the silhouette somewhat set up. Jeremy's gonna build me a platform so that way I could set the roller stuff up for it. I did download Adobe Illustrator, so I'm gonna do some tutorials with that as well, because I'm gonna use the Silhouette Connect with it. So let me know what y'all are most interested in seeing, art videos, those types of things. I've got some screen print videos planned. I was actually working on part of that today, so hopefully that'll go up Wednesday. I have been working on stuff. It's just taking a long time to get things done. So, just kind of let me know what y'all are most excited to see. But I guess that's it for today. I love you guys, and I will see y'all later.